What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and what you're looking at right now is a complete revamp of my O-line. Yes, you see a lot of things going on. Like, you're like, what are you doing, bro? Well, let me tell you what's going to happen right now. Because of the way the game was tuned, a lot of the things that are going on with your linemen right now, you may notice that they're not actually blocking the way that they're supposed to, or they're doing weird things like ending up in the 19th row. What we're going to do right now is we're going to figure out a way in which I thought about it to kind of counteract what EA Sports is doing. So what happened is, with the theme builders, a lot of the players with theme builders, 97 overall, that had to do with the O-line, those guys, I've been playing against them a lot in Weekend League, and what I do is I analyze the teams that I play against, and I try to figure out, like, why is that guy blocking and throwing my guys to the ground like that? What's going on? And it all comes back to the whole situation of newer cards are going to play better. All of us can agree with that. Like, we'll disagree on certain things, the chemmed up things, like does it really work, whatever, but we all agree that when new cards come out, all of a sudden our older cards start playing like garbage. So what are we going to do right now? This is what's going to happen. I've already rage sold Walter Jones. Gene Upshaw is currently on sale. Kevin Mawai was he was a Nat. Larry Allen has already sold both of his cards, and Lane Johnson we're going to keep because he's unique with his speed and a lot of other things that he offers. So he can get out in front. If he continues to play like an idiot, we may have to get rid of him, but I'm just giving you guys the way that you can make the most OPO line. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. We're going to create something that when you see it, it's no answer for it, no matter what's going on, because some guys didn't take it to this level, but I realized after playing and looking at certain linemen that the attributes that they have with the theme builders, they're actually really, really good cards. So what we're going to do right now is this. This was actually one of the easiest ones, right? Because Joe Staley, we already had him as a backup because of the 49er chem. We're going to get to all the 49er chem and the power run later, but with the way everything is, what we're going to do right now is Walter Jones is no longer needed, right? So what we can do with him is simple. We're just going to remove him from the lineup because we're not going to, it doesn't make any sense to do anything else with him. The dude's garbage and he gets dominated, by dead ants. So we have to get rid of him. I don't know why I kept doing that. I've been pressing the up button. All right, so here we go. We're going to put Joe Staley at the starting position. Now, remember, the whole objective is to make sure that you have enough chems after everything is all said and done. All right, so we're going to have to figure out what goes on later on. We're going to have to evaluate it, and we'll be able to determine what we need to do in order to keep our 49er chem and all that other stuff going. All right, but because we already had Joe Staley, because it was part of the 49er chem theme team, we're going to simply go ahead and power him up the rest of the way. All right, so 7,000, and then we're going to go and find his card. I don't think it was that expensive. What I would try to, suggest to you guys in the future, what you're going to want to do, and no, we're not going to use our 97 overall power passes on O linemen because their prices will fluctuate, and in most cases it won't be necessary to utilize it. So you wanted to do it for like skill positions, like maybe like the Ray Lewis, things like that, Deion Sanders, things of that nature. These guys, and also they're available in sets. So you can actually go into the store, get different versions of the theme, whatever that's going on. The theme builder packs, and you can actually complete these for a lot cheaper. But like I said, as I walk you through this, I want you guys to kind of understand the way that you should look to build your team, because I'm going to give you a lot of different examples about how I've already set everything up for you guys so that it's easy and it's very, very easily understandable. So no matter what's going on, if you're my veteran, if you're new to the channel, you understand what's going on. So pretty much with the 98 overall, we're going to leave that this chemistry that we have, the scheme chemistry that was ×3, once he gets to a 98 overall, he unlocks the ×4. Always make sure that you go to the higher level, okay? Because then you can rage sell other people without having to worry about trying to figure out where it was. Also, once this becomes available with ×2, you're going to want to go ahead and do that as well. So we're going to go ahead and refund Brawler at this level, and then we're going to add ×2 Brawler. You always want to get, like I said, I rage sell people, like I just wake up like, you know what, that dude's garbage, and he's out of here. I don't know if you guys have started to adapt to that, but what happens is it keeps your locker room on, like they're on edge. Like nobody knows who's going to be gone. Nobody knows who's getting cut from the team, and you get a lot more out of your players. All right, so that's just a tip that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me see. Does he have anything? Okay, those look ridiculous. That looks ridiculous. All right, we'll leave them like that. I think we could all agree that that one looks like the best one, so we'll leave it like that. All right, so now when we look at his numbers, this is all before he gets the additional chems. Now what's interesting is we've been debating about whether EA actually gives us 100 overall ratings at any attribute. What you can do, like I do, is when you go into a game, hold down the R2 button and flick up on your right analog stick, and see the comparisons. And some of the players will show 100 overall rating. I've actually done it live on stream as well. It's weird. They've been doing that for years though, but it realistically doesn't show on the card. Maybe one day, one day they'll bring back like, the 102 acceleration Bo Jackson. Or was it Bo Jackson? Yeah, it was. The golden ticket in Madden 15. Maybe we'll get 100 overall ratings again. That'll make the game a little bit more exciting. But for this right now, this is his final tier without everything else. Now, you can see clearly based on what we're trying to do that run block power, his awareness is very, very good, which means that he won't be running around acting like nobody's in front of him. Run block is a 98. You know what that means? John Madden will bring that to a 99. Okay, lead block is not as high as I want it, but this is going to overtake that. The run block and the run block power together is going to be really, really good for us. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to back out of that, and you'll see that he goes to a 99. Right now, we're going to go to the next thing because our left guard is going to be. We're going to have to actually go get Quentin Nelson. Now, for those of you guys that don't understand about the turkey stuffers and all that stuff that goes on, during the harvest, there were different ways that you were supposed to complete sets, and one of those ways were it was the harvest, right? Quentin Nelson actually happens to be one of those players. So I've shown this several times, and the reason that I'm showing it now is because some guys still are confused about what happens with that set. So we're gonna finish up his set right now by completing one more main course collectible and one more side dish collectible, and then I'm going to upgrade the card in full and show you guys exactly what's going on. Now, it's only like 8 players that you have to do this with, so it's not like it's a large amount, but what I want you guys to understand is you can always go back in certain cases to previous promos to complete certain sets and then still create those players at a later date. In this situation right here, I think the last one that we needed in this one was stuffing. So we're going to go ahead and grab stuffing because you have to do this 4 times for the 4 things that you need. So I think we only needed stuffing, if my notes are correct. If they're not, we just created something that we didn't need. And guess what? You guys going to hang out with me while we do it over. Don't worry about it. You'll enjoy it. And then with the side dish, I think we only needed 1 more, which happened to be... What is that? Okay, I just have an R there. I don't know what the R stands for, but if we don't get the right thing, then again, we're going to be back in the same boat again. I usually just do initials to kind of write it down really quickly, but one of them should start with an R. I think it would be obviously rolls, right? Because if it's not that, then obviously I got some issues that I need to take care of and I got to go back to school. So look, I had R written down, so I think it's the rolls. Now, with those final 2, I've already created the other 4. So the cranberries, the green beans, and all that stuff, I've already done that prior to the video starting, so that way I can make it a little bit, faster for you guys to get through what's going to be necessary. So we're going to be upgrading Quentin Nelson, like I just said. So we're going to go now to our newest, because we just recently did this, and we're going to find his, where's his card at? The card that we have, okay, this one right here. So the Harvest Quentin Nelson, all right? This is what you need to start with, and then you're going to add all of those collectibles into the set to go ahead and upgrade them. You can't use training. And a lot of you guys were telling me like, yeah, bro, you don't need to do it this way. I don't see any other way to do it because it doesn't give you the option to use training. It only tells you that you have to use, the actual harvest player. So, some of you guys are saying you could forego with training. I don't know if that's the case, but I didn't try to do it, but it usually says it in writing. Like, if you don't want to do this, you can use training. It did not say that. So I had to go this route to actually make sure that I completed this version of his card. So adding all of these things into it will bring him up to a 93, and then that 93 will go into his power of path set to actually get him to where we're going to need him. Now, all of us know that this guy is a really, really good O-lineman. The reason that we went away from him is because earlier in the year, okay, he goes to a 92, not a 93, correction. But earlier in the year, he was one of the strongest linemen. All right, so what happened was, with everything that we were doing, he was like a core elite. We're gonna see it right now. Whatever his core elite was OP. So everybody in August had this card, and it was like one of the most expensive lower level elites that were available, and nobody could understand why people were spending on it because it was such a low overall. But then we started to look at it, and we saw that his strength was really, really high. And these were his numbers initially. Like, it wasn't anything too spectacular or anything. But early in the year, that's huge. Like, that's a really big deal to be able to have a card with that type of strength to start off. So you could kind of see that EA Sports was giving him the benefit of knowing that he's a monster on the field. Very, very strong, very, very good for that, Colts team. And, with that being said, okay, hold on. You know what? With this right here, I don't know if we should use our 87 to 88 overall power pass because I think his card is very, very cheap. I think it's like 20K or something, right? Yeah, we'll spend the 23K. Because, you know, the passes are always necessary because you never know when you're going to just start rage selling another person. And then that player may have lower level ratings where you can use a power-up pass. And you're going to want to make sure that that you have the opportunity to be able to do it if it's necessary. So I don't want to just go ahead and say, all right, we got a power-up pass. Let's use that. Let's try to, if the cards are cheap, just get them for cheap. And then you never know. Later on, we may want to just go through a whole thing with just straight power-up passes, you know what I'm saying, and just put together a player. So here goes the part right here. So look, you can search for these players in auctions, and you see how it says add the Quentin Nelson Harvest Player item to upgrade ratings. It doesn't give you an alternate way to do it. So for those of you guys who are saying, oh yeah, you could, forego it with training. Look, bro, they put it in writing. Because we complained about that in previous Maddens, and they started to make it very, very specific. So I highly doubt that you can do it. Some of you guys were saying that you can. If you can and you got away with it, God bless you, man. But for me, I don't want to recommend anything like that, and it turns out not to be true. So until you guys send me proof of that being the case, I'm going to assume that you need that Harvest player, and I've shown you guys pretty much what you would need to do in that case in order to get that done. I actually like that front art, to be honest. Yeah, that one just makes him look too fat, out of position. That one looks good too. I like that. I like that one right there. You guys feeling that too? I think that one is probably better than that one. I like this. Yeah, I'm feeling that right there. Because it looks like he's going after a dude right in front of him, bro, to take care of business. I like that. All right, so we'll give him Colts ×2. Obviously, the theme builders are giving you guys extra chems. Take advantage of that. And then we're going to go ×4 like we spoke about before with the power run. Just in case, we got to get rid of dudes that are backups, all that stuff. And then he, honestly, with Brawler, he's going to get more strength and lose acceleration. I don't know. Well, we'll give him Brawler. We're going to give him Brawler because we need that to be chemmed up. So we got to give him Brawler. But just be careful about it because he already, I believe, has a 99 strength. Yeah, and it's already in green. So just be careful with the actual physical chems because we've been talking about that. If a physical chem takes away something like with Deion Sanders, his agility, and doesn't make it a 99, but he already has 99 speed, there really is no reason to continue to do anything like that. So you should probably avoid that. 99 impact blocking is outrageous, just so you guys understand, and that's stock, so we'll be able to see what's going on with it. The lead block is obviously going to be chemed to a 99, but this is the first player that I think that we've created that had a 99 true impact blocking, so I can't wait to see how he actually blocks in the open field. Now, this is the situation that we have right here. He stops at a 98, and we may have to figure out why that is. Because nothing else is like being chemmed right now with the way his card is. Oh, because he's not in the lineup. All right, I'm about to say like what's going on? Because he should definitely be a 99 overall with all the additional settings. But I went out of it to do it so that you guys can see all the additional things that were necessary. So Gene Upshaw can be removed from the lineup. He's no longer needed. And, we didn't pay him his last paycheck. If you guys want to know all the inside information that happened when he was released from the team, we did not pay him. And we're also going to be filing a lawsuit against him. So a lot of these things that are going on, we at GmiasWorld, we try to make sure that players that don't do their jobs, we take care of business. So he's going to owe us money. You know what I'm saying? Because he came out, was getting bodied. Dudes are out there just doing whatever they wanted to do to him, and he thought it was cute. It wasn't. All right, now we're heading over to the center position. Kevin Mawai my way. Bruh, you're out of here, dog. Now, it's not that he was a bad player. It's just that he doesn't offer what we really need at this time. So we got to move on from him. You know what I'm saying? If he gets an Ultimate Legend, is it a chance that we'll go back? It's possible. I'm not going to say that it's like, a definite, because I would be lying to you guys, and I don't do that. So it depends on what he gets. But this Alex Mack card, this is what I want to explain to you guys about that. Let me just go to newest. Because you see like how I tell you guys always check the sets. His card was being sold for a ridiculous amount of coins, and I went and did his set. I got all the set players, and we were able to get the set players for a lot cheaper, which is why I always urge you guys to take a look. Like, what are the sets looking like? What's going on with it? Are there ways to get the cards for cheaper? Because I don't want anyone that watches my videos to have to go and spend a ridiculous amount. They had him for like 470 something earlier when I was looking for it, and I got all of his cards for like 360. So, you go through the auction house first, because in some cases they will have the card a lot cheaper than the set. But sometimes people get really, really greedy. And sometimes it's us. Like, it's not like it's just them. If we have an opportunity to make coins, go get your money. You know, if you only have one card available and you know it goes to a set, you better put it up there for juiced up prices. But just understand, if people, the more knowledge people gain and they're able to understand that they're also sets that makes these cards, you're gonna lose out if you go too crazy when you could have just made your coins and kept it moving. Sometimes people are too greedy with it and it just doesn't work out. So just be careful with that, because we saved 100 and change by just going to do the set in Alex Mack's case. But some of them, like the theme builder Quentin Nelson, was a lot cheaper to just buy the card. So it's always going to vary, but just always keep that in mind. Keep that in the back of your head. All right, what do I need to do to make sure that I save the most? I'm not trying to spend everything. As long as you keep that kind of mindset, I don't think that you guys will lose. All right, but if you just want to go out and just be buying stuff, oh yeah, bro, I got bread. Just because you have bread doesn't mean you got to spend it. All right, just understand that. You know what I'm saying? Save your stuff up. All right, this dude is 6K, no doubt. Now, I don't really care about the Falcons other than Julio Jones and Mike Vick when he played there, but this guy right here, this card is wild. All right, and I'm going to show you guys why it's wild when we get to the final upgrades here. And he was a guy that I played against, and I noticed a couple things from him. The way he aggressively runs up the field, looking to just smash somebody in the face. Though, what is this? The Theme King? Okay, we gotta go training because we don't have his Theme King. We gotta go training on that. Okay, and those Theme King things are separate. It's not like the Harvest ones, obviously. Just so you guys understand, because you gotta be like, yeah, that's what they're supposed to say. You see how they have it in writing that you can use training instead of the you know, having to play the Theme King solos that were available at launch. Those are the reasonings why I didn't even try to look for any kind of way other than putting the card in for Quentin Nelson, because if you didn't do that, you guys would have to wait for me to actually go through all of that to put him in the set. And it's weird, and it's not necessary, and we don't need... Why do they need this much training? What is EA doing with this training, bruh? Like, what are they really... This dude, like, I'm about to be dead broke, bruh. Like, these dudes are taking a lot of training, man. Okay, let me look at these. Let me look at his other arts. All right, that one looks kind of... I actually like that one. Why is this one just like that? What? All right, this one is kind of, like, blacked out. I like this right here. It just looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and give him that. All right, and then let's go ahead and finish off. Okay, he gets 2 and ×3. All right, so yeah, obviously we'll give him the ×3, because in any case, the next upgrade for John Madden Coach is going to add strength to all of your players. So he probably is going to be a 99 overall, but we don't know. Maybe he gets extra boosted stuff. You know what I'm saying? None of us really knows what EA is doing. We just go out there and then we get dominated, and that's pretty much it. So go ahead and grab that. So that would make him another guy's complete, right? So now we'll go ahead. Oh, I was supposed to show you guys why he was OP. I'm gonna go to his final card before we even add all the other stuff, because I'll show you that stuff later. But we're just going through why I chose to do this. These cards are ridiculous. Now look at what he's doing. 99 run block, 99 awareness, 99 impact block, 99. I just said impact block. Impact block. 99 run block finesse, 99 lead block. This dude is outrageous. So I don't know what combination of the 99s made him run into all of my players and smash them into the ground, but whatever it was, I needed some of this action. All right, and I know a lot of you guys that are Falcon fans. I go crazy on the Falcons all year when I do my podcast, GmiasWorld podcast, right here on YouTube. You know, I make a lot of fun of them, but primarily because of Matt Ryan. But this dude is a monster in this game, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I can't wait to see what this guy's out there doing, because it's completely outrageous that his cards... Why is that guy's card so good? And then this guy, Larry Allen, I just realized something. We got to take him completely out of the lineup. All right, we're going to remove him from the lineup completely. Okay, yeah. We'll remove him from the lineup completely. And then we're going to go with a guy that we had earlier that we actually raid sold for no apparent reason. Brandon Sheriff. All right, so let's go right now. We're going to go ahead and... where's his power up? Okay, this is not going to be where it is. I have to go, probably start this way. Go with cap value. Brandon Sheriff, where are you? Because I know I didn't raid sell your power up, did I? If I did, I apologize. But I know you should be here. Where are you, bruh? Bro, I don't have his power up, seriously? Brandon Sheriff, where are you? Okay, there you go. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade him. And then his numbers, the stuff that EA gave him is just absolutely insane. Bro, I have no idea why I didn't look at this earlier when I was looking, because we were going like basically legend team, whatever. But remember, they took away most of the benefits from the last Madden of having an all legend team. So realistically, like I told you guys, we look for the attributes that we need to go with our scheme. So look, keep in mind, guys, even if you run the ball a lot and you're one of those type of psychos like I am, where it's like, yo, bro, I'm running the ball every snap, you can still get away with a lot of stuff. Okay, what is this? 89. Okay, 89 to 90. We can use that on him because, you know, what's the deal? Okay, 62, and then you need 12,000. Yo, EA Sports is out of control, man. These dudes is legitimately out of control with training. Like the number of training points that we've gone through in this one video, it's like, what is up, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this thing just yo, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're gonna finish that up, but I don't know if we have anything else that's left currently with our team that we can get rid of instead of having to buy a card. But I think, okay, because these are all nats. I can't wait till they put out the sets that we can use. Okay, this guy right here, how much are you going for? Because right now, you might just have to be sacrificed for training, man. All right, okay, yeah, you're gonna get sacrificed for training. Like nobody, even when his Ultimate Legend come out, nobody's really trying to buy this guy. We were able to, you know, do whatever. 13,000, I think we get for him. All right, GG's, man. GG's in the chat for that guy. He's out of here. All right, let's go back and do what we were doing before we were rudely interrupted by that guy being trash and this being in my binder. All right, so now we're gonna go back. We're gonna finish what we were doing, and then I'm gonna show you his ratings as well. And then with Lane Johnson, I know you guys are probably like, yo, why don't you just clear everything? Clear the decks, bro. Make everybody, you know, 99. It's because Lane Johnson is a very, very unique card. The dude is super fast. He juices and gets away with it. All right, that's allegedly. Look, man, I don't know. Shout out to the Eagle fans. But listen, I don't know what he's doing. All right, does he hang out with Tom Brady and cheats? Maybe. Look, bro, I don't know. Let me check this front art, though. Hold up. Okay, what is that? Oh, no, that looks garbage. Okay, we could probably... That one looks kind of weird. But just because it looks weird, I want to use it. Because it just looks stupid. I want to keep that one then. All right, so like I said, regardless of the situation, let's go ahead, give him the power run. All right, we'll go ahead and equip that. And then we're going to give him Brawler, obviously. Let's craft that chemistry right there. And from that point right now, his final tier, look, that 99 lead block. Now look, I want to make sure you guys understand that 98 run block is going to go to 99, and it's going to be a combination of that run block finesse and lead block. His impact blocking is going to get chem to 99, but what I'm trying to explain to you guys is the way that these cards are playing, they're at the final level tier, so EA can't really nerf the 99 the way they could play around with the actual chemmed up numbers. So this is what I was looking at, like 99 run block, 99 run block finesse, 99 lead block. These numbers are insane. And he has a 95 strength, which is probably, like I said, that's going to go to like a 98 very soon. So all of this right here, we just created one of the most dominant O-lines in Madden 20. And pretty much all we have to do now, this is what we have to do. Power run is still good. Go deep is good. All that stuff is good. The 49er chem is still good. Sprinter and brawler is good. So you see how we've done all that? And before we had to like play around with the 49er chem because we needed at least 25 or 30. We are still up with my theme team because we got ×2 from him, and then we kept Garrison Hurst, and we have the other bum Hanks on the other side. That gives us a ×3. So you have to understand, everything that I just did, it was planned out based on what I wanted to do. Now, the last step that we could do if we want to get really OP is to go ahead and do something with Lane Johnson. Now, when you look at Lane Johnson's numbers, they are rather pedestrian, and we probably could use someone else in that position. But the issue that I have with getting rid of him, in all honesty, bro, the dude is what is he, like an 85 speed, bro? So he runs out there and gets crazy. What I will suggest to you guys is this, right? Is there a chance that I will rage sell him? It probably could happen. All right, I'm not gonna say it won't. It probably could, but I just know that his next card is gonna be obviously OP. We just don't know when it's gonna be there. But I'm giving you guys a little bit more food for thought to understand that the rest of the O-line is absolutely insane. These guys chemmed up. When you look, like, if you look at their cards and you compare it to like what I just showed you with Lane Johnson, you see the differences. You see like how it's all 99 on the bottom. These are guys that are going up against whatever kind of teams. Even if the team is OP, these guys are geared up to win in the run. And that's what we're going to do a lot, because we use the run to set up the pass. A lot stronger. These guys are a lot more physical out there. You can see that they're a lot stronger. That 99 strength, I think that this guy, okay, he has a 99 stock strength, I believe, right? When we look at his card. Yeah, so he's stock, but you see the 99 run block power, 99 run block. He has the lead block. He has the impact block. These cards are going to put in work. So, you know, I would ask that you guys look and see how your team is playing. When you go into the games, see how they're reacting, and also look at your opponent's teams and see what cards they're using to kind of get that OP animation on you guys, and then see if it kind of gives you the insight to go ahead and do what I did. Now, I don't even know what, hold up, why didn't we have ×2 49er chem on this guy? It looks like it's just one. I didn't even realize that. All right, so we need to go here. Yeah, we have to replace that chemistry ×2, baby. All right, so that gives us 28. So we could actually get to 30 soon and get +1 strength again by getting another 2 49ers. So we could actually just add that. I think we can actually add 2 49ers because we have backup spots that we're currently not using that we could probably just go ahead and do that with. Right there, like right tackle, and figure something else out. But like I said, this is the most important thing. Power run is set, go deep is set, our pass rush and everything is still good. 49ers is good. If we wanted to add the 2, we could. Does it really matter with the 49ers to add strength? Probably not. But these guys are very, very beastly. They're ready to rock and roll. I can't wait to test them out for you guys and let you guys know how it's looking. Definitely stay tuned. If you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to do so. And go ahead and, just let me know what you're thinking about it. Is this a crazy, bold move, Cotton? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's crazy out here in these streets. Let me know what your plans are. Has your team been playing differently since these other cards have been released? Give me all that feedback. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.